Hello everyone, my name is Amos Nimas and welcome to this video. It has been a while since I made a YouTube video and even longer since I made one in English because of course it's not my birth language, it's not a language I am that comfortable speaking, but that is the reason why I should keep making video in English so that I can keep improving. And also I don't have any opportunity in my daily life to practice my conversation skills in English, so that's as close as it's gonna get to a real practice. But back to topic, this is still gonna be a video on Linux because Linux is amazing, of course, and I am happy to record this video with my terminal using a command inside of my Bashrc. So if I open my Bashrc script and make it a little bit larger so that you can see, I'm not sure I want to make the text too much bigger because it's always smaller when you look at it on YouTube than when you actually see it on the screen. I have a really large screen, maybe that's the reason why. So if I go into my preference, I'm just gonna make the text a little bit larger. As you can see, the way I set up my awesome RC file, my awesome rc.lua file, I have some floating windows and the rest of them are tiling window, and that's a topic for another video. So let's say maybe I don't know, 28 should be large enough. Now I can close this with a shortcut that I have. I don't use the X symbol, that's why my other windows don't have the little X sign in the corner, because I don't use them. I find them quite useless and ugly, and those bar at the top take spaces, and I think that every bar are useless and they should all be hidden by default, including the bar at the bottom, including also those little scroll wheel, scroll bar. They're completely useless. You can just use the wheel on your mouse instead of using the bar on the side, so completely useless. When I use an application, the only thing I want to see is the application itself. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So those are new program that I made, but those aren't what I was talking about. I was talking about my old function in my Bashrc, which you can get on my GitHub page, which is, if I just go down here, it's the rec function, which works like this. It uses the ALSA for the audio, and it uses FFmpeg and X11 grab for the recording, and it uses, I have no idea how it works, but it does. It's slow and it takes a lot of computer power, but I think it works as long as I don't do anything else that require a lot of computing power at the same time. So if I go back to lsn, list file directory, and do X with selection, I'm not sure what this one does. It's not really one that I use. It's new. I should probably take a closer look at this one later, but for now let's just use, why not just try it, ls, and what does it do? um it does nothing. Apparently it doesn't work. Okay, so that's a work in progress. Or I just don't know how to use it, maybe. Yeah, I have no idea how it works. um Selection C2, I have no idea what it does, and I'm not gonna try to think about it right now because first of all I'm tired, my brain isn't working properly for programming and understanding programmation. But I'm still gonna explain to you what those other application does. vidl is not that new, and I'm gonna show you what it does. There's also the run command, which is kind of new and kind of useful. I use it sometime. And you have the stopwatch, which I did not code. It's just taken straight up from. This is useless. The CPU function is really useless to my opinion. But again, that's just on my opinion. I might be wrong because it just takes the information from the top command. So just use that instead, and you'll get more information quicker. So yeah, it's the CPU command is quite useless. And you have this application right here, CDL. That's interesting because it's a combination of ls and cd. So if you do CDL, and then you have the file in your local directory that you're in, so I can press 4 to go into my documents. I can do the same thing, press 1 to go back. So it works, and it always show you the content of the file you just moved in, so that's useful, so you don't have to do ls all the time. I already know that in this file I have like document download music and etc etc. Here, if I want to use, like, there's this favorite function, which what it does, it adds the directory that you're in to the favorite text file, and then you have the CDF, which will list your favorite path, which the way to go to the directory that you've saved in your favorite. So for example, if I just do a not there, if I do CDF right here, it might be too small for you to see correctly, so I'm gonna try to make it bigger. I think I can close that now. You don't need to have this open. I can even make this a little bit bigger for you to see clearly. So CDF, what I will do, it will list my favorites folder or directories, and then I can select one of them, move into it, and for example, now I'm in the Star Trek New Generation complete series. So I have all the season of Star Trek, the New Generation, in this directory. If I want to, for example, open season 2, I can try again CDL season 2. It would be like 4. So if I press 4, and then if I want to start the first episode of season 2, I can just do vid L, and it will list at the top using the menu. It will list all the episode, and I can just select one, press enter, start writing maybe the name of it, and it will, you know, focus the research until only one option is left if you start typing the exact name of the file that you want to open. But in this case, they all start with Star Trek .tng.s02. So yeah, it will take a lot of typing to get to the point where it will start to sort the one that you actually want to get. So it's just easier to use the arrow key. I'm not sure you can use, I don't think you can use HGKL like in Vim, because you can just type with them to do a search. So if I just start the first episode by pressing enter, I can make it bigger, make it full screen, and I'm watching Star Trek on my computer, so I won't watch the full episode, but that's how I would do it. And now I can probably just Control C, go back to the terminal. If I want to do CDL, enter, that brings me back to the it's like doing just CD and pressing enter, so I enter nothing into the CDL function. Also, I think that with CDL I can do something like documents, and it will move me to my documents, so you can just use it like the CD command if you want. And that's pretty much it. You can then exit your terminal and end the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I will try to continue making more content in English and keep improving. Have a good day and keep using Linux. And GNU Linux. I'm gonna precise because some people are quite difficult about the definition of, you know, when we refer to Linux in general, or just GNU/Linux or sometime. But basically it's just use software that is open, that you can fix, modify, and understand. It's basic. It's basic. You need to be able to fix it, understand how it works, what it does, what it's able to do, and you should be able to understand how it works, be able to modify it, and do with it whatever the hell you want to do with it. You should be able to own the software that you own, and not the software owning you. So this is the end of the video, I promise.